Hello everybody again. I am now here with Grandpa Don. Would you like to introduce?
This is our co-crew company, the DAKOTA chairman, Lester Wells.
Mr. Thompson.
Oh, Thompson. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yeah.
He, as the chairperson, he is like the president of the tribe, right? Yes. I'm here on Memorial Day, and behind us are 3 graves of brothers who all fought in the Korean War. I believe they did come back though. All of them
yes.
came back, luckily. However, I think that really is telling of the tribe here that 3 brothers all volunteered to go and fight with Korea, and as I guess we can kind of also show, but in this cemetery alone, there are many who fought in the Korean War. So, I think you should be very proud to represent a tribe that, I don't know, has that value of defending freedom and sacrifice, So could you just share some words about what it means to you to have so many heroes here?
And traditionally, we are a warrior society, and that has never left us. And especially through it, and it's example through all of the volunteers that we have that have signed up for the U.S. military throughout the years, even not even being U.S. citizens at the times. World War I, World War II, Korea. We weren't even recognized as part of the United States at that time. But the fighting spirit of the Lakota, we're here and participate. And it was, Donnie had described it very well earlier, of stating that it was freedom that we had before, and that's why a lot of them continue to pursue that and fight to guarantee that for us yet.
Mm. And I know there are still many in uniform from the tribe who are continuing that legacy, and it's very humbling to see that, because of the fact that so few people know about it.
Well, I think per capita, isn't Native Americans, or as far as per capita in minority, we as Native Americans have the highest enlistment in the military.
Yes.
Oh wow!
And through all branches, so that says a lot about it.
And when they do return, because for all veterans, it's very difficult. I mean, to just readjust to the civilian life. When they return, I hope that they know how much their service has not only given the pride of the tribe, right, to the tribe, but also just to their families as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of pride in them. Peter is actually a classmate of mine.
Oh.
And we grew up together.
Oh.
Attended preschool together, attended some grade school together, a little bit of high school together. Graduated the same year.
Okay, well, I am going to then introduce you to and take over and go, ta-da! This is whom he is referring to, the president. Okay, so I know your grandfather. Tell us a little bit about your grandfather, who was also the chief of the tribe.
I come from the bird family, Zinktada, and his name was Zinktada Ohitika, which means brave bird. And he earned that name when he was very young. But he was a Korean War veteran, also a World War II veteran. Fought in both wars there. But many of us, we all have many grandfathers that fought in all branches of the war, going all the way back to the Scouts of the Cavalry. I come from Little Elk, who was commander of the Scouts. But
and you yourself, I mean, look at you. I mean, you are a U.S. Marine,
Yeah, I am.
And where did you fight?
Iraq, Bosnia, Somalia. Stayed pretty busy. Went to the Far East, spent some time in Korea, South Korea.
Oh, so you're a defense veteran,
patrolled,
Korean defense veteran.
Patrolled the DMZ there in between North Korea and South Korea. But anymore, I help heal vets from PTSD with a horse. We use horses to help them get through those things when they come back. As Uncle Donnie explained earlier, when our veterans came back, there wasn't anything for them to deal with what they had went through in war or went through while they were gone. So a lot of them didn't have that resource to them to deal with those kinds of things. And you know, the tribe here, is called the Hunkpati Oyate, and what that translates as is camps at the tip of the horn. And what that means is these people here, the Dakota, where they were originally East Santee Dakota, and they come from the Minnesota area over by the Great Lakes, but following the War of 1862, they were brought here. And they been involved ever since. Even before that, we have veterans here that fought in the Civil War from here. I think Hosea Ree is buried here, right?
Yep.
He was a Civil War veteran. At the same time, we were at war with the United States, so that's kind of ironic, I guess. But nonetheless, they enlisted and went to war even before they were citizens to fight for the people and to fulfill that warrior role. We as men, we have a purpose, we have a role, a responsibility to fulfill, and that's to protect the women and the children and the elders. The name Hunkpati, when we come out of Minnesota with the cavalry chasing us and fighting along the way, we came out and we found Sitting Bull, chief of the Hunkpapa Lakota, and we knew where he was by the stars. All we had to do was look at the stars and we'd be able to know which area Sitting Bull was in, because they followed the buffalo and the buffalo followed the stars. So we were able to come out and find Sitting Bull and let him know what was going on. And that's these people here. He placed us at the tip of the horn because of who we are as a people, as a warrior. The tip of the horn means that when Sitting Bull set up his camp, his teepees, he formed it in the shape of a buffalo skull with the tips of the horns, which is the opening to the camp, facing the east. And when we came and told him what was going on, he said, "You're mine now, I'll take care of you." And gave us the name Ho'unkpatina, which means camps at the tip of the horn. And he placed us at the tip of that horn because of who we are as a people. We were very fierce, very brave, very courageous in battle, the fiercest they've ever seen. So our responsibility at that time was to protect the whole camp. And that's where that name comes from. And that carries on, that spirit, that history carries on even up into today. We serve at a higher rate than any race here in the United States, and we are also the most decorated of all.
I know. Speaking of decoration, I am excited that I will be also visiting Sisseton, where your grandfather is buried, and he is the only Korean War American Indian recipient of the Medal of Honor. Sioux. And which, of course, is the highest honor that the military will bestow upon its men. So thank you so much to all of you for being here. And yes, this is just a very beautiful place. And so I would like to ask all of you to keep following me in my 50-state, 70-city, and 90-day journey across America with a special 4-day road trip with my Grandpa Don. And this was still my reservation number 1, but we're going to go to another another ceremony right now, right? And where is that? I'm very excited.
I
So
think
this.
he wants to say what.
Oh,
what
yes,
the
please.
Family.
What Donnie had pointed out is, as you were and Peter was discussing, if you look, you have three brothers here. Actually, there are multiple families that had more than one individual from the family serve at the same time as brothers, and as far as blood brothers, but true brothers as far as the military goes too. What was the movie that
Saving Private Ryan.
Say that Private Ryan brought that forth about how many families were like that. This is just an example. These three here, but we have the Hislaws. What was the other one that you had brought?
The
Loudners.
My family over here, three brothers.
And we've had that throughout other wars too. Thompson family from Fort Hale Bottom had sent quite a few brothers to World War II. So,
Yeah. I cannot imagine as a mother to send,
that
you
many
know,
children
yeah,
to
I
war
mean,
at one time.
I would hate to send one son, but to send all my sons to war, and many, I know the Solomon brothers, like 5 went and they all, died. That would tear my heart apart. So, America, let's please honor our veterans and remember those who had paid the ultimate sacrifice. So again, remember 727.org. Thank you. Bye.